Hi there, I'm Ben Reif, the Calling King. If you're considering a new business phone system or collaboration solution for your business, this video is for you. Imagine you've got something wrong with your heart. Would you go to the cheapest medical professional you could find? You know, maybe the guy down the street in the shopping plaza next to the liquor store with same-day appointments because it's convenient, cheap, or free? Or would you seek out the most qualified, reputable, and in-demand cardiologist or cardiothoracic surgeon? What if it was your child? Or to put it another way, would you want the doc that's been practicing for 3 years or the specialist that's been laser-focused on mastering his craft over 25 years? The choice is easy. Your phone system's no different. It's the heart of your business. In today's video, I'm going to be referencing an article by a journalist writing for ZDNet, the tech publication, with a side-by-side comparison of two of the most utilized collaboration tools in business today. And in the end, I'll give you a checklist to use when selecting the right collaboration solution for your business. Let's get started. We are currently witnessing the greatest shift in calling and business collaboration since Alexander Graham Bell placed the first call in 1876, almost 150 years ago. You see, during the work-from-home period of the COVID-19 pandemic, businesses were shut down and forced to adopt new collaboration tools, as their traditional on-prem phone systems didn't allow for businesses to operate remote or hybrid. Now, remote work refers to full-time work-from-home employees, whereas hybrid refers to an employee working part-time from the office and part-time from home or another location. Pew Research estimates that about 14% of all American workers are currently working from home full-time, and 41% are working hybrid, with 45% working in the office or on-site full-time. Remote work requires an exceptional collaboration experience in one location, while hybrid work requires creating a premium experience across multiple locations. The key to this are the collaboration tools that you're using. The question, of course, is which collaboration vendor should you use? The two names in the industry are Cisco Webex Calling and Microsoft Teams. Similar to the ZDNet author, from an experience perspective, I find that Webex is hands down significantly better than Microsoft Teams. When I speak to businesses as to why they continue to use Teams post-pandemic or why they're moving to Teams, I get responses such as, our managed service provider recommended it because it was easy, or it's included in our Microsoft license, or it's good enough for most users. I would argue that in hybrid and remote work environments, good enough is in fact not good enough, and IT professionals need to fully understand the difference between the two platforms. First of all, when I mention Microsoft, the first thing that you probably think of is Windows, Office 365, Outlook, Word, Excel, PowerPoint, not collaboration or cloud calling. Microsoft was opportunistic and strategic in placing Teams on every desktop. That proved to be convenient when the pandemic happened and businesses and IT leaders scrambled to keep employees and customers connected. Unfortunately, without research, they quickly learned about and adopted the free option they already had. Teams was being used despite defiance from workers. And in this case, without research, IT professionals made the quick and easy decision. Microsoft does make it seem compelling from an initial cost perspective because Teams is free with a Microsoft E3 license, or so you think, until you find out about all the add-on costs required. Now, personally, I can understand completely because I migrated my company to a new back-end CRM and quoting tool because it was included for free in another tool we were already paying for. That proved to be a disaster. It was a bad idea and pretty painful, so we ended up switching back. The perceived license cost advantage that Microsoft brings is understood. However, Webex benefits are less known, primarily due to Cisco's lack of marketing and the fact that much of the innovation in Webex has come in the past 12 to 18 months. Remember, an inferior product properly marketed beats a premium product poorly marketed every day, all day, and twice on Sunday. Today, I'll show you some of the key differences of Webex Calling and Teams and educate you on new features and capabilities. Let's review 6 areas where I believe Webex beats Teams. Number 1. Slimmest collaboration inside and outside the organization. Both Webex and Teams are effective at enabling workers to communicate inside the organization. However, Webex does a much better job with external collaboration. Similar to ZDNet, I experience this daily when I'm on Teams calls with another person or group. With Webex, users retain their full functionality associated with a corporate account, whether they're internal or external. It's a rich, high-quality premium meeting experience. With Teams, however, guests lose access to their corporate services and can only access a limited number of features, which can be very frustrating for users when chat and other features are available sometimes but not at others. Also, Webex is much faster to start up when launching a video meeting. It's built on a shared microservices architecture, while Teams is a wrapper around multiple legacy solutions, taking nearly a minute to load a video meeting, while Webex is just a few seconds. Number 2, integrated hardware and software. When it comes to hardware, let's take a page out of the Apple playbook. Apple has a big experience advantage over Android because it makes the hardware, software, and cloud backend themselves. Similarly, Webex has an advantage over Teams because Webex makes purpose-built collaboration devices with common software, providing a high quality and secure experience. These devices include IP phones, headsets, 4K desktop cameras, desktop video, conference room video, and so on. Teams relies on third parties, which causes inconsistencies with capabilities that result in an unpredictable user experience and several security holes. Webex devices include many integrated features such as background noise elimination, virtual backgrounds, and auto panning camera. Cisco designed the devices to be multi-vendor, so in addition to Webex calling and meetings, Webex devices can natively run Microsoft Teams, Zoom, and Google Meetings as well. Number 3, enterprise calling. With respect to traditional calling, Webex Calling has a significant advantage because Cisco has been providing telephony for about 20 years longer than Teams. Remember, Microsoft was in the office productivity software business until just a few years ago. Furthermore, when customers add a Teams phone, the cost advantage of free goes away. Microsoft's own calling plan quickly gets very expensive. Also, at the time of this recording, Teams phone is missing several important calling features such as call merge, call recording, and more. Another issue is with the architecture and the fact that Microsoft is built on multiple platforms. The Teams phone is built on a different platform than Teams Chat, which can lead to disjoint experiences. Webex has calling, meetings, messaging, and contact center in a single app on a unified cloud platform. Now, one workaround for Teams is to use a third-party solution, such as Webex Calling, to provide the calling capabilities for Teams. In general, any cloud calling vendor will offer a superior telephony experience when compared to Teams phone, but this adds unnecessary complexity, integration challenges, and cost, and it just doesn't make sense. Number 4, integration with existing applications. The fact that when I mention Microsoft, you probably think of an Office application, and as a result, Teams' weakness in application integrations is puzzling. Webex application integration is bidirectional, which means it can run inside other apps and other apps inside Webex. Teams only supports one-way integration. Webex includes open APIs across calling, meetings, messaging, contact center, and devices to easily integrate with third parties, whereas Teams is very limited. One example of the bidirectional integration Webex has is with Salesforce. Customers can use Webex meetings or calling directly inside of Salesforce. It bears noting that Webex works better with other Microsoft apps than Teams does itself. Businesses can run Webex in Microsoft apps, but that's not the case for Teams. Number 5, simplified management. With respect to management, IT professionals should be aware of this because it impacts their jobs. The Webex Control Hub is a single pane of glass dashboard or portal for calling, meetings, messaging, contact center, and device administration. Teams only supports software management, which means your devices need to be managed through the third-party vendor. Since Cisco owns Webex, it has extensive real-time network troubleshooting and security capabilities and provides visibility into quality metrics, utilization, security, and service assurance. At the time of this video, Teams does not have real-time notifications or alerts for calling and meetings, putting IT pros into firefighting mode when problems arise. With Microsoft Teams, it's also worth noting that a Power BI Pro license is required for users to access and view and share reports with others within the organization, while Webex includes advanced analytics and reporting right in the Control Hub portal. And number 6, most important, platform stability. Again, if your phone system is the heart of your business, and it is, your business cannot afford a disruption in blood flow communication, or even worse, suffer a heart attack and outage. Webex Calling provides 4 nines of committed availability or uptime. That's 99.99% uptime. Microsoft recently increased their SLA to also include 4 nines for Microsoft Team Phone. That being said, a quick Google search will show outage after outage after outage after outage of their Microsoft Teams Phone platform. And the user reviews say it all. The more I use it, the less I like it. Adequate, but other tools are better. For a free product, you get what you pay for. And so many glitches. And I do want to make it clear that after onboarding over 400 customers to Webex Calling, this was my experience, and every company needs to do their own evaluation. But given the importance of this decision, you do not want to make a choice based on licensing or out of convenience. Because as you can see, good enough is not good enough when it comes to business collaboration. Here's a checklist when selecting the right collaboration solution, and you'll notice that price is not on the list. While important, it is not the most important factor in making the decision. First of all, you want to look at the ability to perform internal and external collaboration, to effectively communicate internally but also externally with prospects, customers, partners, and vendors. Next, you want a solution with integrated hardware and software to ensure a rich communication and inclusive audio and video experience. Next, you want a solution with a comprehensive product portfolio, including features such as contact center and large meetings, so that you're not forced to use multiple vendors as your needs change or as your business grows. Next, you want a full-featured solution with advanced calling features such as voicemail to email, transcription, call recording, and more. Next, you want a solution with integrations with key business applications such as your CRM to improve workflow and efficiency. Next, you want a solution that is easy to administer with a single interface to manage all your users, all your devices, all your locations, perform users, moves, adds, and changes. Next, you want a solution that's scalable, a solution that can scale with the organization whether you're adding a new employee, a new location, or a new acquisition, and the ability to control access as needed. Of course, you want a solution that's easy to use, which will aid with user adoption. You want to ensure the solution addresses the needs of all your workers regardless of their technical ability or whether they require accommodations of special needs in order to perform their jobs or any other factor that may limit inclusivity. And finally, you want to look at the stability of the platform. You'll need a platform that is proven, trusted, reliable, and secure. Outages will happen with any platform. However, that should be the exception, not the rule. You want to look at the frequency, duration, and the extent of the outage. And as I always say, no one ever lost their job for buying Cisco. For more information on Webex Calling or to get a product demo or pricing, click on the link in the description. and I'll see you on the next video.